Welcome to Coffee and Candor. This is Chris.
Ross.
Brandy.
Amber.
We have had a fucking 3-week hiatus.
Because of the Rona.
Because of the motherfucking Rona. We didn't get it, but our daughter and son-in-law did. He had it bad.
He ended up getting pneumonia.
He went to the ER a couple of times, had the COVID, Rona pneumonia.
Like the Rona's not enough.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, but everybody's healed up, and both of them are able to go back to work tomorrow. That's awesome.
Oh, that is good.
Yes, because I think they might have been going just a tiny bit stir crazy.
Like a hot bit.
But subsequently, we had to quarantine ourselves for 2 weeks, and that didn't actually bother us because
2 weeks, and then we kind of had to add a few days because Alexis got it a few days later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, we
because like he had it, and then she tested negative, but then like 3 or 4 days later tested positive.
Because we were worried that maybe she tested too early, and then somebody else told her that it was possible she tested too early.
Well, it was the nurse at the fucking clinic that tested her.
Yeah, because she had lost her scent, her smell, and taste. No.
Well, she started off with headaches.
They both still taste.
Yeah, she started off with headaches, and but her being pregnant, she gets headaches on a pretty regular basis anyway, and she got a fucked up neck, so that doesn't hurt, or that doesn't help anything either. But yeah, so we had to quarantine for 2 weeks and didn't actually seem like anything was out of the ordinary. So it was like 2 days.
Couldn't hang out with our friends.
Well, yeah,
And we couldn't podcast.
Well, yeah, I mean that part was obviously different, but you know, during the week it was funny. It was like we were off quarantine on Monday, and it was like Wednesday.
Nothing has changed.
We were standing outside. I was like, you know, we're off of quarantine. We still haven't done anything.
But we can if we want to.
Yeah, but we can.
I was like, well, what are we gonna do? We can go into a store, which I did break like a day early.
I wasn't going to tell.
Yeah, well, now you can. Yeah, now you told everybody.
We didn't have any symptoms or anything.
Those motherfuckers that keep sending us the Sarah alerts are going to hear you.
Whatever.
Anyway.
No, all they're asking is if I have symptoms, and no, I don't.
Yeah, I wish they'd stop sending me that shit.
I know.
They're still sending you?
Yeah. Well, she didn't call us until...
It was like 2 days later.
No, it was like a week into quarantine.
Was it?
Yeah. It was a while.
Well, whatever. Okay, so I believe we already talked about the Hollywood cults, so that could probably go off the list. Let's talk about the crazy woman.
Okay, so this happened in a mall in New Jersey, the Short Hills Mall, Millburn, New Jersey. It was in a Victoria's Secret, and it was between a Nigerian American woman, and I'm going to butcher her name because I don't know how it's pronounced in Nigeria, but Ijima Ukenta.
Okay.
They apparently, if you shop at Victoria's Secret, because my fat ass I don't know, they send out like free panties like once a month or so. You can go in and like probably they're trying to get you to buy something.
Right.
Yeah, or something like that. So she had gotten her coupon and she wanted her free fucking panties.
Okay,
like
fair enough. Yeah.
Like you do. I mean,
this is your coupon. You fucking go get them.
Right. I mean,
not like she's wanting something that they didn't offer to her.
But and apparently, like, they have a section that you can choose from, and her and this white woman, I'm trying to find the white woman's name.
I bet it's Karen.
Bitch.
Well, it is. For this purpose, it is. I think it's really weird that they...
Oh, that damn dog. Oh, my God.
Like, that the whole... Like, the black lady's name is everywhere, but you don't see anything about the actual name...
Of the
crazy girl.
Of the one that, like, literally had the breakdown and was attacking her.
Well, we'll just call her Karen.
Yeah. So anyway...
Her name doesn't fucking matter.
So her and Karen are looking at this panty bin, and she kind of gets up in... I mean, people are... trying to kind of distance again. And she gets in like her bubble, and she just says,
who gets in whose bubble?
The white lady gets in the black lady's bubble.
Okay, so Karen is the offender.
And she's like, can you excuse me, and kind of trying to keep my distance from people, because cases are getting high again and stuff like that. And apparently this just She just flipped. She says, we don't see the video of what started it about the, excuse me, can you get out of my bubble?
Yeah.
Hold on. It says they were browsing. The woman got uncomfortably close to her, and she said, excuse me, can you back up? The woman instead went to the cash register and told an employee that Ukenta threatened her.
Oh my god.
Which is bullshit.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm
So
gonna
that's
threaten you.
when
Nobody's gonna threaten anybody over some damn free panties.
right. It's just like, I mean, and
You don't know.
saying, "Can you get out of?" Excuse me, is not a threat. Because she should have said, could have said, "Bitch, back the," like,
Yeah, if she'd have been like, if you don't move, I'm going to cut
kill you. That's a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so that's when she started, because she was like, this is how shit starts to go south. And that's when she started recording.
And that was really fucking smart.
Yeah. Because then, it's a he said, or she said, she said. And so, yeah, I don't blame her. I'd have wanted to cover my ass too.
Yeah.
And so the video starts with basically this woman, the white woman, charges her like
See, that's where you get your ass knocked out.
aggressively. I mean,
Because if she's doing that Nigerian lady had every right
Oh, yeah.
to fucking put her down.
Yeah, she came running at her with her hand up.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
like,
no, that's an
she had
aggressive
her hands
move.
up and like her body leaned in towards her and did that
she,
to her.
She would
Put out my fist.
Yep.
Pop.
Yep.
I didn't hit her. She ran into
She
my
ran into
outstretched
my fist, and then when
You
she
can
fell
check
down,
the video cameras.
and then when she fell down, she did it 45 more times.
And then and she was like, "Get away from me!" And like the Nigerian woman's like, "You're coming into my space," and she like then notices she's being filmed. Flips the fuck out.
like legitimate
Like-
crazy lady.
Like, yeah, if you haven't watched the video, you really need to, just to see the body language. It was
I personally have seen it, and let me
It was like between a crazy person and a child throwing a tantrum.
Right.
and there are two things that really got my attention. Just a visceral reaction. Number one, I had the overwhelming urge when she threw herself on the floor to kick her in the face.
well, first of all,
That sounds mean, and I know that someone's
My
gonna
favorite
say,
part was the slow pass out.
yeah, the
lay on
slow
floor.
like.
Oh,
You know what it reminded me of? Remember that video of the little boy and this bicycle, and his daddy was filming him, and he had a terrible bicycle wreck, and it took him like 5 minutes to fall out in the street, and
Yeah.
and that was like that's what it was like. It was the most.
I was like, wow, you couldn't actually just fall down. You just had to slowly lay.
I expected
So-
her to
your head down on your purse.
I expected her to fan her hair out.
so my thing is,
I am on video.
when someone acts like that, the only reason they act like that is because people let them.
Right.
And if you whoop her ass a couple of times, she won't ever do it again. But number two, when she started doing her fucking
Don't film my breakdown.
yeah, her montage of ridiculous fucking movie scenes that she's watched. All I could think is, if I was the cop, I would take her to an institution, because she is not mentally sound.
No.
Did you watch the full video?
Like
That pissed me off.
Yeah, she's doing this long thing, and it wasn't one time she charged this woman. She charged her several times. She
Yeah,
was
she put
shrieking.
several shelves
Uh-huh.
between her, and this woman came charging around at her.
and like backed her up into a corner.
See, I may,
That
you know
one
what? Yeah,
pop.
exactly.
Right
I
in the
may,
nose.
I may back up a step or two, but man, if you're gonna come at me,
Like, I was protecting, it was self-defense.
if you're gonna come at me
She's
like
charging at me.
you're crazy, you better damn sure
Yeah.
expect to get fucking.
Well, and people
Popped in the
'cause
face.
One of the things she's screeching, and I do mean screeching. She is screaming, "Stop filming me! Stop filming my breakdown!"
Yeah, you don't have the expectation of privacy in the mall.
And the thing is, the Nigerian lady, she's like, "No, ma'am, I will not, because this is how black people die." She's like, "I'm not doing a you said, I said.
Yeah, I
I'm
wouldn't
having proof, because
Yep.
you've already said that I threatened you, which I didn't, and now you're there's no way I'm turning this camera off." And other bystanders, that's what pissed me off.
Oh yeah, that bitch at the register. Why don't you just leave to the black?
Yeah.
say that to the black.
Fuck
And
no.
why don't you just stop filming her? That's what she's asking.
So fucking
Why
what?
don't you fuck off?
Well, I won't stop filming her because I'm trying to protect myself. But second of all, why, when she's been the aggressor, are you?
Yeah, you're just fucking ignoring this bitch.
Yeah, like, why don't you say, hey,
It's not like she's
stop
an
acting
actual,
like a giant 2-year-old.
Yeah, maybe
it's
you
not
could
like
take
she's
your
an actual
crazy ass.
2-year-old throwing attention.
Yeah.
It's a grown fucking woman.
Yeah.
And then, like, they get her, and she goes out into the mall itself, and she's still screaming at this woman, calling the police. I'm afraid for my life.
Been like, bitch, say that again, and you should be.
And I mean,
But
just
what pissed me off is mall security got there. They would not kick her out.
That's
They
retarded.
said Victoria's Secret has to like tell them they want her
And the
kicked
Victoria's
out,
Secret-
and they wouldn't.
well, but the Victoria's Secret manager told mall
I know.
security that she was the aggressor.
That's all they needed. That's
and-
all they need to know.
Yeah, but mall security would not escort her out. And then the police came, and they still wouldn't take her out of the mall.
The police just said, well, why don't you just get your things and leave? And she's like, because I have other things to do here.
Yeah.
And I
Who
haven't done
said that?
to
Said
the
that
black lady.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and they told the black woman, we can escort you out to your car.
She's like, I don't want to be escorted out. I came here to do this, and then I have other errands to run. And I haven't done anything to anyone. Why should I have to leave? Which is a fair question.
Yeah.
And it just went on and on and on.
See, at what point did, because at least when I used to frequent the mall a lot, which has been a long time,
Right.
and I get that because I hate that fucking place and I avoid it like the plague. But if you are the one acting like an ass,
Causing the scene.
yeah, you are the one that gets in trouble.
Right.
When did that fucking get flipped?
I don't know if it was 2012 or what happened, but shit has flipped backwards.
And do you know
You're probably right. Fucking Mayans.
the
Someone's not gonna get that. Look up December 21st,
I'm sure they
2012.
will.
No, someone won't.
well, we've only got like 10 listeners, so I feel like our
Yeah,
base
but one of the odds are that one of the 10 isn't going to know what I'm talking about.
Rob's
So just
gonna know,
just-
Chloe's gonna know, Austin's gonna know.
then it's Alexis.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah,
Butthole babies aren't a thing.
I still can't believe.
That's a shout out to you, Alexis. But anyway,
Fucking 15 years.
but
She gonna call me. She gonna call me Tuesday.
I'm blocking all of you.
Oh my god, that
That
shit
was
was
so
funny.
But
I'm blocking you.
Oh god, that was fucking great.
the
Stop! You're scaring her.
I lost my train of thought. But yeah, they were all about, well, we can take you out. And she's like, no. And here's what's the reason the woman had the meltdown, and the reason the woman was acting like such a fool, and she said this on the video. She knew if the video went viral, she would lose her job and her assistant or her what is it? Not assistant. Substitute teaching job.
Well, she probably did.
Good, but
Because here's the
if
thing:
you
if
know
you
your
act like
behavior's
that,
problematic,
yeah, change
don't
it.
do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And if she can't control it, then
doesn't
should
need to
she
be a
be
fucking
around
teacher.
children?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Shop. There's a thing called shopping on the web. Do that. If you can't be in public and deal with people.
Yeah.
You know.
Or call them and be like, hey, look,
I'd like my free panties sent here.
I apparently have a problem acting like a normal person in public. So to avoid losing my job, could you just mail
My free panties?
my free underpanties
Yeah,
to me?
Victoria's Secret owes her free panties a month for life, mailed straight to her.
Yeah, I mean, it's just insane.
No-
The black woman.
Oh, yeah, oh,
it's
definitely.
insane to me. Like everybody that the fellow shoppers, the police, the security guards, they all acted like the onus was on the Nigerian lady to diffuse the situation and leave, and it's like
No. She
I'm
didn't
not the one
cause the
acting a fool in
situation.
here in the floor.
Yeah. No, you know what? The other woman started it by not properly social distancing.
Right, and
Which is what it is, and you think what you want, whatever.
Right,
it's still
but-
it's still the etiquette.
and it's still like
And asking someone, hey, could you back the fuck up off of me unless you're going to climb in
Yeah,
my
and you know
pocket,
what?
is
If-
not all that big of a deal.
If I don't believe in wearing a mask
Or, yeah, whatever.
and all that, whatever. But if I get up on someone and someone's like, "Hey, can you back up?" I'm the one that got up on it.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
I'm
got in there,
sorry.
Bubble. I'm sorry.
I'll
I
back
wasn't
up.
thinking.
Yeah.
It's real simple.
To be fair, I've had that same perspective
Before the
long before
pandemic.
the
Yeah.
pandemic.
Yeah, I don't want-
I am an old school personal
I'm
bubble
not getting
motherfucker.
up on anybody, and
Don't-
nobody needs to be getting up on me.
Don't get up in my shit. I hate it when these motherfuckers.
This
I
is
had a
my personal
motherfucker.
This is
space.
my personal space.
Dude, I had a